Splayed out on a hospital bed, little Nasro stares into space. She has not smiled in months. The malnourished 2-year-old appears almost lifeless, save for a gentle cry. But she cannot shed a tear. Her emaciated torso is too gripped by dehydration. The child's gaunt frame weighs barely more than a stone. For 7 long days, her mother, Samiro, has kept a bedside vigil at the intensive care unit at Banadir Hospital's Stabilisation Centre in Mogadishu, Somalia's capital. Another mother, Yasmin, cradles her daughter, Filzan, while she receives help from a medic. The child's condition is critical. Away from Somalia's bloody civil war, this is the front line of the country's hunger crisis.
We're here in Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, often dubbed the most dangerous country in the world. Its people face an old threat, hunger. This is one of the sprawling camps across Mogadishu where internally displaced people are seeking refuge. We've spoken to one mother who lost a brother in fighting between the government and Al-Shabaab. She, like many other people here, are desperate.
The drought endured by Somalia has been described as the worst on record. Separately, research has found human-driven climate change increased the severity of drought in the Horn of Africa. And though rainfall has returned and famine averted, the situation remains dire. An estimated 1.5 million children under 5 face acute malnutrition between August this year and July 2024. The figure includes more than 330,000 who are likely to be severely malnourished. 4.3 million people, a fourth of the population, are expected to face crisis levels of food insecurity, or worse, between October and December this year. Disaster, it seems, is still at Somalia's door.
We still have to ensure that we don't scale down humanitarian assistance now, and that we continue to support children to ensure their development and ensure their survival.
We visited a health centre in Mogadishu supported by Save the Children. 19-month-old Naimo is severely malnourished. She weighs just 7.5 kilograms. Her arm circumference only 10.8 centimetres. But she is getting help. Her condition is improving. Clutching a food sachet, her mother, Ugbad, recalls the day war came to her door. Then pregnant, the mother of 5 told us how there was an explosion outside her house. Gripped by shock, she lost the baby she was carrying the same day. With fighting raging between the terror group Al-Shabaab, behind a bloody insurgency in the country, and government forces, she fled without even picking up possessions. The mother and her daughter are among more than 1 million internally displaced people living in camps in the city. More are coming all the time. At one camp, we speak to another mother who, like so many others, just keeps going through tragedy. She may only be 20, but Mulki has endured enough sorrow for a lifetime. Holding her 9-month-old close, while her 3-year-old daughter stands dutifully by her side, she tells us how she lost 2 other children. Only 4 months ago, her 2-year-old daughter, who had heart issues, died. Too poor to afford a burial, the family relied on the generosity of others. Another child died shortly after being born. The family, including her husband, has been here for 5 months. They came seeking sanctuary from conflict and drought. Theirs is a familiar tale. Elsewhere in Mogadishu, a reminder earlier this year that terror is never far away.
Behind me is the mayor's office in Mogadishu. It is nearly 30 years since the infamous Black Hawk Down incident in the city, and, in a sign of the danger still facing this place, earlier this year, Al-Shabaab assailants lay siege to this building for 4 hours.
But somehow, life goes on. This is Mogadishu's fish market, one of the city's most famous landmarks. Back at the hospital, Nasro's mother tells us how she has been praying for her to recover. The figures are on her side. The centre has a 95% recovery rate. But for now, she must wait for her daughter to smile again.